We're in Server 04, and what we're doing now is we can get tasks by ID and user by ID. We've seen that before with the custom variables. So if we do that, we can go in here. We can actually, if we run that, we can see that how we get it here. We're getting the different. If we get task ID 2, let's come into here and get task 1, Sally. And notice here how when we get a task by ID, we get the user and user name. If we actually type in here tasks as well and put in ID, completed. If we run this, we can see, well, we're not resolving it further down the chain. It actually sort of gets limited to sort of null here because we've not put it into user. We will see later on how we can sort of extend this all the way down. This is so task by ID. What we can do is let's do a new query. Users, ID, name, tasks, and what we would like to do is if we do this and we do this ID, put this in here, refresh this, and so let's come back into here and have a look and see getting user by ID. Do we have a resolver for it? That should be fine there. So user is task by user ID. Let's leave that. Unknown argument for ID field in there. So users, user by ID. That's why. So let's clear this all out. Let's go into here, get user by ID. There, the ID pops up. So that's it, get 1. Type this down here, get name. Get user by ID. Do that. Drop that down, cut that out. Name, tasks, name, completed. There we do. It's not resolving users and tasks when we have a particular ID for that particular one there, but when we have in tasks here. So let's look back at that query. So really what we're really wanting to do, which is good, is to get now is getting the task by ID. So if we come back down here, get the task by ID and the user, that's what we really want when we have a task. We get the task and we get who the user is.